even Iran. She said that Israel's biggest problem was young black people in the United States. Video of the Israeli government holding a private convention here in the United States. One of the people in attendance at this secret meeting was Judith Varnai Shorer. She's a former Israeli consul general who was operating out of Atlanta. She was one of the main people saying that the biggest problem that they had was young black people in the United States. But don't worry, they've got some black leaders on the payroll.
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. The problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black is with the young generation of the black community.
This was an Israeli government official who was saying this. Not some low-level operative or some rogue member of their diplomatic corps. This was a senior member of their administrative government who was saying this on American soil. Their biggest problem wasn't Hamas or Hezbollah or the Palestinian Authority or Syria or even Iran. She said that Israel's biggest problem was young black people in the United States.
Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. And this is going to be a quick commentary regarding this Israeli woman who said that what? Young black Americans are a bigger threat than Hamas and Hezbollah and Iran and all these other entities out there. Why? Because they want to try to get back their birthright, which Esau lost to Jacob. So if your father has multiple children and you are not slated to get the birthright or the inheritance that he's going to leave behind, then if you could kill your other siblings, then more than likely it's going to go to you, right? And if you don't understand what is being referred to, then you have a lot of catching up to do to find out about the saga between Ishmael and Isaac and Jacob and Esau. Okay? And those of you who have been listening to my lessons diligently, you will know that I said that what they're doing to those Palestinians over there in Gaza is going to be pale in comparison to what they do to us. And when they gear up against us for Jacob's trouble, you ain't going to be seeing nobody protesting for our rights like you see a global movement for these so-called Palestinians. You ain't going to see none of that for our people. That's why we keep warning y'all. We keep going out on the street to try and help y'all to find out what time it is. But y'all look at us like a joke. Y'all look at us like we're crazy, we're stupid, we're fanatics, we're conspiracy theorists, whatever the case may be. Y'all don't understand that these people have a perpetual hatred for you. Like it talk about in Ezekiel 35 and 5. They are going to kill 66% of our people. That means every 2 out of 3 people in the house of Israel that you know, maybe including yourself, are going to die at the hands of these people, man. And that's pursuant to Zechariah 13 and 8. And we are not going to garner any sympathy from anyone because all the nations are going to come up against us. It's not just going to be those Israelis. Jeremiah 30 and 7 talk about the time of Jacob's trouble. A time so great in trouble that no time in history or in the future will be more devastating and detrimental to our people. And that's pursuant to Daniel chapter 12, the first verse. Okay? So y'all could go ahead mocking, go ahead scoffing, and you feminist women could keep on being strong and independent and women kings and all of that. All of that is about to come to a complete and utter halt real soon, man. Because if Israel, and when I say Israel, I'm referring to those Israelis over there, right? If they have so much power that they could just abandon any kind of semblance of international law going up against these Palestinians, right? And get financed from America to do so. How much more are they going to be able to do against our people? You think anybody going to be standing up for us? There's not a nation under the sun that does not hate our guts, including our own nation. We try to stress to you all that it doesn't matter if you think you're a Hebrew Israelite or not, or you love the so-called white man, or whatever the case may be. You could even do videos trying to save Esau, right? Your lover, but he don't give a damn about you, man. The blood in your veins is what makes you a target, not what you believe or what you say or what you do. You play it safe Israelites, right? You wishy-washy, lukewarm, double-minded Israelites. You're not going to get the seal of exemption unless you make a stand for the Most High today, And you have to make a public stand, like you talk about in Matthew 10:33, right? And like I've said before, even if you can't make a lesson, you could put your face on a video declaring your love for Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai and your love for your nation, the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? So that the world will have record of you standing, at least doing something for the Almighty, like you talk about in Psalms 94:16. When you see all hell breaking loose, you're going to remember that we were warning you, warning you, warning you, warning you. But you were taking it for a joke. You understand? When the devil is revealed on your behind, you're going to understand. And that's pursuant to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, I think from verse 3 on down. Unfortunately, genocide is what it's going to take for y'all to understand what we've been trying to tell you. I don't know how much more I could emphasize the fact that you need to get right. Now, yesterday, you need to forgive those brothers and sisters that might have done you wrong. You need to let bygones be bygones and go on your knees and start begging for mercy. And if you are a man in this truth, you need to start doing some work, all right? So that you can be found in favor to receive the seal of the Most High, pursuant to Revelation 7, which says that the Lord is holding back the winds of war so that his servants can be sealed. And the clock is ticking, man. The clock is ticking. And if you don't get that seal of exemption, that seal of the Most High in your forehead, you're not going to make it, man. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I was given a ride to a Mennonite one day, and we got into the conversation about, the government's plans for the future and whatnot. And he said to me that the government is going to take your land anyway. And I turned to him and I said, if the Most High doesn't send his son back to help us, y'all are going to kill all of us. And he never uttered another word. So what that means. Anyway, you so-called black Americans, you're up next. After they finish with Hamas, they're coming for you. What's it called? The time of Jacob's trouble. Go and ask your pastor about it, or your camp leader. See if they have an answer for you, and if they even know what the hell is going on this earth right now. And figure out how you can escape that trouble. Or you could just listen to the men of GMS, the only camp that's really warning you on a consistent basis on what's coming on this earth. Whether you like it or not, whether you like their delivery or not, these are the true men of the Lord. And this is a disclaimer. I'm not a member of that camp, but I consider myself to be an affiliate of them. So y'all better take heed. Because after they finish with Palestine, they're coming for your black behind. You understand? So with that, we want to give our praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Shalom.